Hi everyone, this is Diane. I've already got a mess around me because I just finished doing a video that I don't know if I'm going to publish. And I've been playing with my stamps from Lorna Taylor, Tailor-Made Journals with Creative Expressions. These are her new stamps. Now you may know that she has for quite a while now been making her own rubber stamps at home with a machine that she has, and I've gotten some. She sells them on her Facebook page. She is Lorna Taylor, and her shop and her YouTube are both called Tailor-Made Journals. I will link them below. So these are the rubber stamps that she makes, and I've gotten quite a few pieces. I haven't bought a lot recently because I really, need to stop buying. But then I went and bought a bunch, like 3 sets of her stamps at scrapbook.com. So anyway, these are the first ones that she did. I stamped them on these and put them in these cases. When you order them from her, I don't know if she's still going to be doing that. I did have an envelope here. They come in this. She stamps and embosses on it and puts them in this envelope. But I put them in this, and these are the stamps that I have. This box contains those, plus this one. And I have a sewing themed one that has sewing needles, and I forgot what the other piece is, but I didn't bring that over. And I have 2 Christmas stamps. They're put away with my Christmas things. So these are not what I'm playing with today. She has partnered with Creative Expressions and has made a line of clear stamps, photopolymer, I suppose. High quality photopolymer stamps give an excellent image. Well, I struggled with that in the first video that I did, because this is what I was getting. And this was archival ink, and this was a brand new black archival ink that I just opened. I just bought it today. And then, but it's stamped like this, which still isn't extremely dark, but that's a different, that's a Sam Poole stamp, I think. So I started playing with some other inks, and I have these VersaFine Clairs. I only have them in 5 colors, and they are a pigment ink, and I got much better results with that. So I just don't know. I don't have a foam pad, and I've been told that you need a foam pad underneath your work surface, your paper, to stamp on, and then I would get a clear image. But I can tell just when I put the ink on that the ink is so much more vibrant with these, and when I use one of these inks, you can hardly see it. So I don't understand. So I'm just going to use pigment ink with them. I'll just have to get some more colors. But these are the pieces that I did. And these were all done with the dye inks, so they're not bad. This was done with pigment ink, much brighter, and you can see the details. I did this one with dye ink, and you can see there's not much detail up here, and there's much more detail in that one. These, I'll just, tear these apart and use them, glue them onto other things. I'll show you the sets that I got. See, I had everything all discombobulated because I had already been doing all of this. This is stamped with embossing ink, like the Versamark watermark pad, which is clear, and you use it for embossing, among other things. And then I used detail gold embossing powder and melted it. That looks pretty. And then these are stamped with the dye or the pigment inks. It's on vintage tissue. I stamped this one on this side and this one on this side. That doesn't have much detail. So I got 3 sets of stamps, and there are more than that. This one is Haute Couture. The stamps are bigger than what it shows here. La Mode and Au Bon Marché, which is fabric sample cards, swatch cards. So I didn't even open that pack yet. Well, I've been playing with the stamps, so now I want to do some stenciling. And I know you didn't get to see me play with the stamps, but I can go back to that too. This is a coffee dyed envelope, so I think I will do some stenciling on that. I didn't show you the stencils I bought from her. Lace crochet, and I've already used this in a journal or two. It's really pretty. And this one is a Art Deco pattern. I got my tailor-made journal stamps through scrapbook.com. And then after I got them, I believe they were sold out. And I don't know if they're back in stock yet. I didn't check. And there are other places where they've been available. I'm going to get some Tim Holtz inks out. But I don't know what other places they're available. They are made by Creative Expressions, and I have bought Creative Expressions stamps from Amazon. The Sampool ones I got from Amazon. And I didn't see Lorna Taylor on there yet. They may have them eventually. What color do I want to use here? I think I'd like a blue. I'll use Chipped Sapphire. Lorna is one of the sweetest people you will ever speak with. I have never spoken to her face to face, but we have exchanged messages, and I've purchased from her, and she comments on my videos, and she is just the sweetest person. And I love being able to support her, and I love her designs, so I love to purchase her items. Oops, I think I shifted it a little. Isn't that cool? That is neat. Well, I figured that in another video, I will take the pieces that I stamped and I will stamp more and make things. I'll apply those pieces to cards and tags and pockets and whatnot. I want to put a little bit of yellow up here. And a little bit of a different shade of blue. So it kind of looks like a sky up here. That's a pretty envelope. And I can take this circle that came off of the La Mode set and put it back here. I think I'll do that in this Twilight Blue because that is a dye ink. I mean, not a dye ink, pigment ink. And that's what seems to work the best for me. So I'll tell you, since you weren't here, I wiped them off and, you know, pressed them with my hand or pressed them onto the paper to remove the sticky coating or whatever. So they're not sticky anymore, but I still couldn't get a good impression. So I really need to know how to better use these stamps. And if my only option is using the pigment, then I will get more pigment inks. I wanted more of these anyway, but 5 is all I have, and I don't have any browns. That stamped beautifully. So I could sew this into a signature and then glue it shut. Okay, I'm going to call that done for now. Let's use this stencil. I just have lots of scraps here in front of me that I've been playing with. These are some cards, 4x5 cards. And I'll just do that with the vintage photo. I think it had a different color on the brush. But that's a beautiful stencil. Doesn't it look like a crochet pattern? Lovely. Sorry for my reach, but I want to round these corners. And I think what would look pretty would be to have this lady where's her stamp? This one. There it is. There. Stamp her in a different color. I don't want the green. And it would be fun if I could have a die cut oval or something and stamp her on that. Or even this lady and cut her out of that and put her on an oval. And then collage with her on this. Maybe I'll do that in the video where I put elements together to make cards and tags and stuff. Let's try doing this lady. It's not real sticky on that surface. Don't know where my giant block is. Oh, here it is. Got it out already. So of the VersaFine colors that I have, I think I'll just do her in Twilight. This is just a scrap of paper. I don't think that the pigment inks are waterproof. Oh, it says perfect for using watercolors to color stamped images. Must be it is waterproof. Look how nice and bright that color is as it goes on. Now I got a little bit of ink down in there where it shouldn't be, but I'm going to see how it turns out. I'm hoping not to press it down into that, so that blue might not come onto the paper. Oh, that came out nice. And that smudge didn't show up. This one looks like a smudge, but it's actually on... Oh, it's a number 4. Oh yeah, I can see it's a number 4. Interesting. That's beautiful. So I'm going to try spraying it with a little color, just to see how that ink does with wet. I did bring my sprays in with me. Just looking for the right color. This one is called Coffee, and I think it's one that I made with food colors, so it's not very dark. Yeah, not dark at all. And it is not making the ink run. Cool. And this one is brown. Those were both made with food coloring. This one is Distress Oxide Mustard Seed. So this one will be a brighter or darker color. Yeah, I don't really like that mustard seed color for this. That is pretty bright. But we're just playing. I'll tone that yellow down. And on the right background, that could look nice. I like it. This is just a thin copy paper. I'm going to dry it and see how it looks. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So I could put that on like a glassine bag as a decoration on a glassine bag, or on a tag or a card, lots of things. Make a pocket out of it. I really like that image. That's beautiful, Lorna. Beautiful, love it. And I like that it's on, that I can use the pigment watercolor waterproof inks. That's wonderful. So this is still damp. I'm going to set it aside. And I have at least one more stamp I haven't used. Haute Couture. Oh, maybe that's 2 stamps. Yeah. It's a frame and this. Cool. Looking for a piece big enough for that frame. I'm just using scraps today. That one will do. I'll make a red frame, I guess. That's nice. Then I could put a vintage photo in there, or stamp her in there. Very nice. I have this one. La Boutique de Fleurs, the flower shop. I'd love to do it in black. but I will do it in the Twilight. That's the closest thing I have to like a neutral color in the pigment inks. Beautiful. Beautiful. Got this little piece right there. I'm going to use a, oh, let's see. I'll do this one again. Nouveauté. I'll have to look that up. As I said in the first video that I don't think is going to be shown, I know that nouveau, N-O-U-V-E-A-U, means new, but I don't know what it means when you add the T-E-S to the back of it. I'm assuming it is has something to do with being new. Novelties? Maybe it's novelties. That looks so nice. I love it in that blue color. Very nice. I love your stamps, Lorna. So I would stamp these onto cardstock pieces because they are supposed to be for fabric swatches. So this would be the back of a fabric swatch. That's a nice big one too. Stamp it onto cardstock and cut it out. Or what I would do is stamp them together like this onto cardstock and cut it out, and then you can put your fabric pieces here and then fold this down over it and staple it. So what I can do today is stamp it, and then when we do another video where I put things together, I will have fabric swatch pieces all ready. And then these other pieces, I think, once you have a fabric swatch, have fabric laying on here, you could cut this part out. It's got like details about the fabric, and you could staple it or pin it to the top piece of fabric. And then these would just go on top, like you could, well, let me just show you. We'll do this one first. What I would do with this. It won't have the full backing. You could make the full backing for it, but I'm going to do it this way. It's a little bit small. Stamp it there. I stamped it upside down. And you could just use a ruler and a scoring tool for this if you don't have the scoring board. And turn it this way and score right along there. Whoops. right next to the edge, and I didn't stamp it perfectly straight on there. And then fold it down and then cut around it. So here's where you could make the full backing. You could draw out a rectangle, but I'm just going to do it like this because I have seen fabric swatch labels that are just the top part. And then you put your fabric in here and fold that down and staple it. You could do that with both of these pieces. So for this one, I want it to go here and then here. I don't have a block that big, so I'll just have to do them one at a time. I don't even have a block big enough for that one by itself. Might not turn out very well. I think I'll take it off the block and just try to do it by hand. Probably going to be smudged because it lifted up and laid back down. Yeah, that's not a great impression, but I'll have to work on that. These other ones are narrower than this. So if you had a stamping platform, that wouldn't be a problem because they're big enough. Someone suggested that I try a stamping platform for these stamps that I have trouble stamping. So maybe I will invest in one. This is not one I will keep. I just want to show you what I would do with it. But that didn't stamp very well. And that was just because I didn't have the proper block. And I've got ink all over my fingers and I'm smearing ink. There. So then you would put the fabric here, like a bigger piece, and then a smaller piece, and then a smaller piece, maybe even a little bit of lace, whatever fabrics the seamstress is going to use in the particular garment. She would put them all on that and staple it. So that will be cool when I get the proper stamping platform for it, or block. I think I'm just going to call it now, because I already did a 45-minute video. But here, I really love these fabric swatch cards, and I love those. I love all the stamps. There's a frame I can play with, and we did this one in this video. It's still drying, so once it's dry, I might add a little more brown on top of it, like a light brown. But I kind of like that yellowish tone with the blue. Have to finish that. Got a beautiful envelope. So in the next video, like I said, I will be making things with these pieces that I stamped. Hopefully I'll have some more added to the pile. I hope that you enjoyed watching this trial and error demonstration, and go see if you can find some of Lorna's stamps. Like I said, I got mine at scrapbook.com, and I don't know what other sites they were available on. So look for Creative Expressions Tailor-Made Journals products. And I will link Lorna's shop and YouTube channel below. So I'll see you very soon, and I hope that you are having a creative day. Bye-bye.